for 46 years. Their gift cards are perfect for those you love for any occasion. Our ice cream cakes are awesome. And as far as grilled foods, DQ does it right. From grilled chicken to our famous foot-long chili dogs. So come on down to Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
The NFL alumni is sponsoring a Clay for Kids sporting event to benefit Champions for Champions. The event will take place at the Robinson Ranch in Inglis, Florida on Saturday, March 21st. Call 866-996-2182 for details. The NFL alumni will provide gift bags, breakfast, lunch, and prizes. Call 866-996-2182 for details. Clay for Kids. Call 866-996-2182 for details. Hosted by the NFL alumni. Are you a medical provider that doesn't like to settle for the same boring scrubs? Scrub Paradise in Ocala has a wide selection of top brand scrubs with embroidery available and the newest medical shoes and accessories. Every medical provider should look as great as the care they provide. Scrub Paradise is just off Easy Street next to Shoe Carnival in Ocala. Stop by today or give them a call at 352-873-4368. That's 352-873-4368.
2-day periods of clouds and sun, along with a shower in a few spots. We'll have a high today of 83 to 86. Turning out to be a partly cloudy and mild night tonight. Low 67 to 69. For tomorrow, a mix of clouds throughout the day. A shower or a thunderstorm in some spots for the afternoon. Thursday's high 83 to 87. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Kevin Snyder.
Shamrock Security Systems, 629-3223. Shamrock Security Systems is located here in Ocala, Florida. Shamrock Security Systems is a top-rated alarm company offering 24/7 monitoring, video surveillance, fire and flood protection. You'll sleep a little better once the job is done. Shamrock Security Systems for over 31 years. 629-3223. Get a 100% free quote from Shamrock Security, 629-3223.
Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. But sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
Hi, this is Will.
And this is Wendy of Dex Imaging in Gainesville and Ocala. You know, we live and work in this community just like you, and we wanted to personally invite you to call us with any questions or concerns about your copiers or printers.
Like, how can I save money on my toner? That stuff's expensive.
In most cases, a complimentary workflow analysis has shown we can save your business 20 to 30% on printing cost.
Have you been kicking around the idea of going paperless? Are you considering a document management solution? Maybe you just want to ask some questions, but don't want to be bombarded by aggressive salespeople.
Give us a call. We'll be happy to answer your questions and show you how you can save money with our award-winning copiers and printers and our amazing service team.
Who, in case you didn't know, will be there in 4 hours or less to service your machine guaranteed, and we have a 97% first-time fix rate. Check us out at deximaging.com or give us a call.
In Ocala, dial 352-433-4090. That's 433-4090.
Come to the 7th Annual Habitat Strawberry Festival on March 7th, 2020 at the McPherson Government Complex. The festival will have vendors, food, a car show, a kids zone, live entertainment, pie eating contests, and all things strawberry. All to also raise funds to build a habitat home for a family in our community. Check out the website, habitatocala.org, and follow the link. The Habitat for Humanity Strawberry Festival is Saturday, March 7th, with breakfast served at 7:30. Free admission, $5 parking. See you there.
Ah, the joys of flying from a major hub.
Come on, guys, we gotta go.
Wait, honey, but our flight doesn't leave for 5 hours.
I know, but traffic could be bad. Then there's trying to find a parking spot, then the mile walk to check in, and of course security could take a while.
Skip the circus and fly regional. From parking to boarding and everything in between, it's just better.
Gainesville Regional Airport, now boarding with over 343 destinations in one stop. Non-stop service to Dallas, Fort Worth, Atlanta, Charlotte, and Miami. Fly with us. You'll be glad you did. For more information, visit flygainesville.com.
Jean Powell, past Chamoy. Jean and Debbie thank you for another successful year and to wish you peace, love, and joy in 2020. Now is the perfect time to fence row spray for weed control, rototilling for your winter gardens, and stump grinding. We are family owned and operated, licensed and insured, and farm ready. Powell Gene, Gene at yahoo.com. 352-629-2440. Gene Powell, past Chamoy. 352-629-2440. Gene is a proud United States veteran.
I'm Scotty, owner of 12 Rounds Boxing, with a personal invite for you to come check out my gym in Ocala, Florida, open 7 days a week from 10 a to 10 p. Come check us out.
AM Ocala Live. Welcome, everybody. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. The Source.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, you're there.
I'm not all here, but
you're there. We gotcha. Good morning, everybody. AM Ocala Live. It is Wednesday. We've had a busy show here so far.
As they say commercially, it's hump day.
Mike. Guess what day it is?
I gotta keep it quiet here. I can't talk too loud. He's recording next door.
That's right. So I'll drop that. Yeah. But we just to recap, Joe. Now to get you sitting in here. We started 7:30 this morning. We had Kevin Christensen, Dr. Heidi Mayer. We had them in talking with what's going on with Marion County Schools, which was great.
It is amazing the things and the bombs and the this and the that and who's going to do what to what and everything. It's like,
yep.
But she just takes the bull by the horns.
She did, and that was excellent, bringing that conversation right there in the open and saying, hey, let's nip this in the bud.
And she does.
Yeah.
She does. She's not. That's one thing about. She's not scared to hit the topics.
Do it.
If you want an answer, ask me. But if I give you the answer, you don't like it.
Yeah.
That's
it.
Tough toodles.
Tough toodles. But that was a good segment. We had tough toodles. But we had them for that half hour there at 8 o'clock, and then our friends Life South Community Blood Centers. We talked to Galen. Him and we talked about 5 different subjects and stuff, which was great. Just kind of rolling it.
And you ended out the dogs. Yeah.
Yep.
You went out the dogs.
It was almost like its own little news. So we got serious right there in the middle with something of the Democratic debate, and then we just finished with puppy dogs. They're beagles.
Fat one. I had one small dog. I named him Ramset. It was a small little dog. Some lady gave it to my dad, and my dad gave it to me very, very long time ago. And he was too small for me. He was scared of me. He would shake when I come in the room and all that. So that's a little better. And I said to him, and I gave him away. I gave the little dog away. And then later on, I got another dog, which is called I got a Siberian Husky.
Oh, did you?
With the one eye,
Yeah.
And I had to have that dog put down. Unfortunately, it bit into some rats, the killer rats that were nesting under my house, and the dog got it, but it got infected. And they said you only got like a 50-50 or less chance. So I said, don't let the dog suffer. That hurt me more than
Sure, because the dog was
family
taking care of the family.
And then later on, I got a Samoyed Husky. A Samoyed Husky is the big white one.
Yeah.
That can move like 1,500 pounds. A big dog.
Beautiful dogs.
Yeah, he was 2 years old when I got him, and I had to give him away because I was working 3 jobs. I never got to see him. I took him one job. I was able to take him with me sometimes.
Yeah.
But most of the time I couldn't, and so he was home most of the time. And bark, because he's all by himself,
Yeah.
And, they need attention, so it was like, okay, now I had to give him away. I gave him to 2 college ladies. And then the last dog that I ever had was I can't think of it now. It was a black dog. He jumped like a rabbit when he got excited. A chow.
Oh yeah.
Chow.
Yeah, chow. Yeah.
He was a cute dog. That was the whole thing. So that's my dogs.
Yeah.
Not counting when I was young. My first dog was a Snow White dog called Snowball.
Snowball.
Yeah, that was a sad ending because he got into something and he had to be put down.
Yeah.
And I remember my dad taking him to the vet, and I was 6 years old, maybe 5 or 6, and my dad came back and told me the bad news, and I was so I mean, distraught about it.
Yeah.
He showed me the picture of the veterinarian where I just ripped it up. I was so mad.
Yeah.
Because that was my dog.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
But yeah.
It is interesting. You brought that up when I was telling Galen we had beagles. We had Rambo and Milo. And Rambo was my dog. And then Milo was my sister's later on. But what was crazy is just you mentioning that, and we're not trying to damper just because the clouds are dark doesn't mean our conversation has to be, but it's interesting because that was that was the first time as far as experiencing something close to you no longer being there.
Oh yeah.
And I never will forget that, and it was just such an awkward feeling, and it was so unique to just see how my dad, who doesn't show a lot of emotion, never really had, he come in. We kept our dogs outside, and Rambo was old. He was 14 or 15 or something like it. And it was one of those days he come in, and we were in the basement, and we have one of those rec room basements because he had finished it. So we were all down there watching TV, and my mom came over to the door, and she's like, "Pete?" And he goes, "Yeah." And she goes, "Adam, come here." And I walked over, and she goes, "Tell him, well, we don't have Rambo anymore." And it was that moment of like I think I'm trying to think how old I was. I think I was like 8 or 9.
It's still.
And it was like I understood, and the way my dad said it actually choked him up a little bit. Yeah. And those were one of the first few times that I remember really seeing that type of emotion from my dad.
Animals become part of the family.
They absolutely are.
The last animal I had was my cat.
Yeah.
She died. She was 12 years old. And right in front of me, and it broke my heart.
Yeah,
I'm a grown man. This happened 4 years ago, three or 4 years ago, and I watched her 1 week. She stopped eating and got skinny and died.
Is that right? Yeah.
And she just starved herself to death. I don't know what the story was, but she was 12 years old. And then when she passed on, I dug a hole and I buried her.
Yeah.
But it was like part of you, because she was more like a dog than a cat with me.
Yeah, yeah.
She would follow me, sit on a bench next to me. I'd go for a walk. She'd be right 3 steps behind me. And,
yeah.
Oh yeah. But I'd had that cat from a kitten.
Yeah.
All the way up from my original cat. Years ago, it was the offspring of an offspring. Mm-hmm. So it was like a very difficult name to remember. Her name was Meow Meow.
Meow Meow.
Meow Meow. So. But she would come, and when you called her, she would, like a dog, not like a cat. You'd call a cat, and the cat would go, yeah, right. Mm-hmm. So she would come. Or I remember one time it was in the basement, and I'm working, and she did something. I forget what it was. I had a broom, I popped her in the butt. Yeah. Bad cat. Boom, she went to the corner, and she was going right around the corner and everything. I finished, I put it, okay, Meow Meow, I'm not mad anymore. Come here. Boom. She came right to me.
Yeah.
So, it was like, okay, okay, Daddy, I'm here now. Come on,
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And it was like,
And with that, like.
That's why no more animals.
Yeah, and I understand that because it's to a point where you're like, man, it's not only a lot for the responsibility, but to go through that again.
90% of the time, you outlive the animal.
Yep.
So the only animal, when you get to a certain age, if you get to age, let's say 55, get a parrot. or was it a cockatoo?
Yeah.
Or they live for 50 years or more.
Yeah.
Okay, the parrot's going to, and they stamp on you.
Yeah.
And then identification stamp or whatever they call it. Mm-hmm. And so, okay, they're going to outlive me. That's fine.
You like pet birds?
No.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. Well, it's because when I was in California, I was staying with some folks who had a bird, and that thing didn't like me. And you know how it would fly and land on your shoulder and just hang out. They're like, oh, it's starting to like you. No, I could sense it, and the animal could sense me also. Like we were both uncomfortable.
So you always had poop on one shoulder?
No, it would bite my ears. It would with its beak, my earlobes, caused me to bleed a few times. I think that's how I got a pierced ear one time.
My dad had parakeets. But he would train them in the house.
Yeah.
He had a stick, and the parakeet would fly up on the what do you call where the curtains are, where they meet the ceiling.
Like the. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Men and their curtains know nothing of the names. And he would get the stick, the bird would come back down, and then, he trained the bird to fly and go into the...
Yeah.
But my grandmother, now, this is a parakeet. Now, you remember, she had 2, matter of fact. But parrots, you can teach them to talk.
Right.
my grandmother, which was naughty to make Italian, she taught a parakeet, taught 2 of them to talk.
Is that right? Yeah.
And they would say, come in or shut up, or something in Italian. And what? Don't you say that on the air. For those who don't understand, good.
Exactly.
Affanabula, that's what you said. I heard that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And but parakeets usually don't talk. They'll chirp a lot, but they don't talk.
They don't talk, yeah. And she got it.
Well, she was all by herself, so she would just talk to the bird. Shut up, you crazy bird, or come. I forget what they
Yeah.
That way was funny when you walk in the door and everything,
And
hello and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, and see, I was never comfortable with birds in that sense in the house or anything. And in-laws have what is it?
I don't know.
Its name's kiwi, but
they have a fruit?
No, it's a bird. I don't know what kind of bird, but anyway,
it's green.
It is.
There you go.
It's green and it's cute, but again, we can sense each other. We're like, hey, what are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing? Yeah.
Flies right onto your shoulder.
Or flies at you.
Oh,
it flies at me. It knows.
So you go and you wear glasses just in case.
Yeah. You see me in safety goggles.
Speaking of birds, they spotted a eagle. I can't remember. I sent you the I think I did a news piece about it. But just somewhere where the eagle's not usually found.
Oh yeah.
It might have been in Hendersonville, North Carolina. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But it was an eagle that was spotted that was unusual.
Oh, unusual to the area.
To the area. I love eagles. When I went up. Well, you've been in Washington State.
Did you? No, not that far. Northern California, though.
Okay, well, yeah,
close to the border.
Yeah, there in Washington State. There, you drive and you see these poles, and all the eagles make a big nest.
The nests on top.
And they're all over the. And I pull the car over. And I just look, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, some people ask me all the time, like, hey, being a pilot, have you had any bird strikes or struck a bird or anything? And
no.
Knock on wood, I haven't.
Does it hurt?
And one of the big reasons is that you got to let them kind of get out of the way, and they usually do. They usually do. There's only a couple of last-minute times where you need to change, so to speak.
Stay away from the landfill in Henderson County. There are a lot of bald eagles out there.
Yeah.
Because there's an area across the street of pine trees, and that's where they nest.
Yeah.
I asked, and they told me that's where the eagles nest. But you go up there, up on top, to throw away your trash.
Yeah.
I'm not talking 5 or 10. There's 20, 30 sometimes up there. But I love it when, and there's all these birds around, eating all the other kind of birds. Then the eagle decides he's going to land. As he comes in, he lands, and it's like you ever throw a pebble in the water and ripples out.
It ripples out, yeah.
He lands, and all the birds go.
Awesome.
I am here.
Yes.
And he's a regal, and these are bald eagles.
Yeah.
Not the brown ones, the bald eagles.
Bald eagles. We were up, this was a couple months ago, we were just south of, we were actually more west of Leesburg. We were south of Ocala, and I was working with a student, and we had a little close call. And like I said, they usually get out of the way, but every now and then, as long as you stay the course, and then when it's time, then you move if you know that they're not going to get out of the way. And it was an eagle, and it was huge, and it was gorgeous.
And 6 foot span?
And he looked at us like, hey, thanks for getting out of the way. Like, he looked at us. We could see it because his eyes were so big. And we both looked at each other like, that eagle just told us to get the hell out of here. But, yeah, absolutely gorgeous. We got a caller. You can take a caller.
Sure.
And good morning. You're on the air. WOCA AM Ocala Live.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
You're talking about animals and cats and dogs and all that. I got kind of a cute story years ago. In fact, it was the first home I bought back up in the Milwaukee area. But anyways, I'm in the bathroom shaving, and I hear this scratching noise. I thought, oh, gosh, don't tell me we got mice in the house. And then I heard a meow. Well, the cat got up into the attic and came down in between the walls and was right next to the mirror inside the wall. And I thought, oh my God, what's that cat doing in there? It's starting to meow. And I thought, we're going to have to get somebody in here with an axe or something, or I don't know what. But the wife says, no, just open a can of tuna and put it up by the door, by the attic. And sure enough, 2 hours later, the cat came out. But oh my God, did we have a problem at one time?
Is that right?
Only you. Only you.
Yeah, yeah. But it really scares you when you're thinking you're shaving and you hear the scratching noise. Oh God, we got mice, and then it starts to meow. And I thought, how in the heck can a cat be straight ahead of me on the other side of this wall? And sure enough, the attic door was open a little bit, and somehow the cat got in and up there and around, and down it came. And I thought, oh, we're gonna have to get the fire department or somebody with an axe or I don't know to get the thing out of there.
It's
if
amazing.
it dies in there, it's gonna stink. But the wife said, no, just put a can of tuna up by the door there. And sure enough, about an hour or two later, the cat came out.
The cat came out.
We were lucky.
Yeah.
You were lucky, yeah, definitely. It's amazing. If a cat can get his head through anything, the body will be able to follow.
Yep.
I mean, it's like you look at the cat. It's like a nice big round cat, but it goes under a door. The head comes through, and the rest is and the float pops back out again.
And that's incredible about their body too. I just watched a video. So when they're starting to develop motion picture, there was a scientist who said, I want to use camera to see how a cat always ends up landing on its feet.
On its feet.
And this is like early on that when they did it and they dropped it, they were able to slow it all down. And it's incredible because the cat can twist half of its body and leave the other half not yet. So depending on how it's falling, it recognizes that, twists half its body, and then flips the other one. And with that, it doesn't move its entire center of gravity, which most animals would. And it's incredible, like you said. And if they can fit their head through something, the rest of the body will follow.
It's all thinner, but you don't think it's thinner. But the body, I guess, it just flattens out.
And see, I've got a theory.
Like a cartoon.
And I've got a theory that, like, when my cat's upside down, like, you can see with its jawline and even with its eyes, like, there's something interesting there about, like, there's a missing link with them being a mammal, considering they look so much like a reptile, especially when you see the jawline from, like, what resembles a frog, their eyes, and even their body can slink real long.
Yeah, but they can hear. Reptiles can't. They have ears.
Yeah.
Reptiles have no ears.
They have no ears. So something changed within that.
Thank goodness, because if you call a cat, they'll still come.
They will. Like he said, open up that can of tuna, they can smell it.
You call a snake, he'll just look at you and go, you got to tap on the ground so it could feel the vibration.
Did I tell you the other day? I
probably did. But
was last week. I was having quite a few dreams about snakes.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I had quite a few drinks. Okay, drinking dreams.
Dreams about snakes. A lot of them.
So we had a topic on the air, and probably you're just continuing it.
I don't know. I have.
We'll go with that. We'll go with that.
We'll go with that.
We'll go with that. Adam, go with that, please.
Yeah.
Please. No, he is not into sadism. No.
And actually, from what I looked up, is they
slither.
Depending on how they appear in your dream, they could actually mean like certain good things.
I've seen snakes are always everybody is evil equals to evil, right?
Right. That's what I assume.
So a snake doesn't crawl; he slithers. Have you ever held a snake in your hand?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not oily or icky. It's like a rough. It's almost a rough.
Yeah. But it is weird how when they do move along your hand, you're like, how are they doing it? Yeah, it's just doing that.
That's amazing. You want to see snakes? They have them at the Silver Spring State Park on weekends. Mm-hmm. They'll bring the snakes out and you can handle them. They put them on the ground in front of them, and but they move real slow. Now a snake can move really, really fast.
Oh yeah.
So they're just they keep them warm. If the snake is warm, it'll move slow.
Is that right?
Yeah, because they're cold-blooded. So they got to move fast, hopefully to get their metabolism going. In the cold weather, they always look for a warm spot. They always look for a warm spot. So the rangers, the park rangers, have them. Then they put them in the ground. Everybody just, but I was waiting for it to start moving. And then see everybody run.
But they just kind of nice and slow.
They're calm. They're calm. They only eat like once every 2 weeks or once a week, once every 2 weeks. So it's like.
Did you ever known anybody have a pet snake?
Oh yeah, many people.
Yeah.
Many people, yeah.
About one of my first students, Stephanie, she was doing flight training. This was years ago.
Snake on a plane.
And she's like, I'm excited. After flying today, we're going to the pet store. I was like, oh, you're getting a puppy? She's like, no.
Snake on a plane.
Ooh. I'm getting a snake. And actually, not being a fan, when she got the snake, she brought it in one day, and she's like, did you want to see it? I was like, yeah, I kind of did. To be honest with you, this is crazy. but it was probably one of the cutest looking snakes I've ever seen, and I didn't think that was possible.
I'm worrying about you more and more, Adam.
Well, you should.
I'm worrying about you more and more. Yes, I love snakes. They look cute. No,
some of them are cute. Some of them, not so much.
Not so much.
not so
and now
much.
Black snake in your yard. That's a good. We have them in my neighborhood. And I just get my rake, pick it up, and I throw it in the yard in the back further.
Yeah.
That way, all the rodents and everything.
Yeah, it's doing its thing.
And they don't come after us.
Yeah.
Now I've got some brown-looking ones with the diamond on the head. That's a no-no.
Yeah, no. That's
when the shovel comes out. Skunk.
Yeah. That's it's taking care of business in the yard, but it's also dangerous business.
Yeah, it could kill you. Yeah, so a little thing like that. Yes. Next, but the black ones I just pick up. I've picked them up in my hand and wing them.
Do you really?
Oh yeah. Well, that way they don't. If centrifugal force, their head's always away from you, and you just go, and they try to curl their body, but the centrifugal force, they just throw it. But I don't pick up because a snake, just like anything else, if it doesn't know you, or you might be wearing a cologne or something, and it goes the tongue, and then all of a sudden, I don't like that. Now their venom won't hurt you, it won't kill you, but I don't care what you bite you through, you're gonna bite through. That'll hurt you. Yeah.
Now we're coming.
What was that?
30. We're coming up to the
just 3. I know it's not 3 minutes.
To the top of the hour, and I noticed we've got a couple of callers. We're running out a little bit of time, but stay tuned and give us a call after the top of the hour. And we'd like to continue the conversation. Yeah, if it's about snakes or about birds or pets. Yeah. You're listening to 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source, and we'll be back after this. Appreciate you listening. Remember, we're streaming live, YouTube Live.
Oh, my.
WOCA, The Source Radio. We'll be back after this.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. 6 Democrats qualify for tonight's presidential debate, including familiar faces Joe Biden, Pete Buttigieg, Amy Klobuchar, Bernie Sanders, and Elizabeth Warren.
Tonight's Democratic debate in Las Vegas will bring a new addition to the stage, former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg. Thanks to new polling released yesterday, Bloomberg qualified for the debate with 19% support. The debate is expected to last 2 hours and starts at 9 o'clock Eastern on NBC.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. A coronavirus quarantine is over for most passengers on a cruise ship in Japan.
Hundreds of passengers disembarking the Diamond Princess, which has been anchored near Tokyo for 2 weeks. People who've tested negative for the virus are free to leave. Those who've tested positive are either still on the ship or in the hospital.
Fox's Simon Owen. The Chinese government's expelled 3 Wall Street Journal reporters over an opinion piece not written by them, critical of the coronavirus response. The virus has killed more than 2,000 people now, mostly in China. America's listening to Fox News.
It's the latest from Fox News Podcasts. The Campaign with Brett Baer, with updates from reporters on the trail and in-studio experts. Brett keeps you informed on the 2020 race. Go to foxnewspodcast.com and download The Campaign with Brett Baer now. Sharp, experienced, trusted. Shannon Bream is America's last word on politics, with live insight every night, so you can start the next day smart. Only on Fox News at night, weeknights at 11 p.m. Eastern. Fox News Channel. America is watching. We've toiled and triumphed.
We choose to go to the moon.
And pushed mankind to new worlds. We fought for justice.
A turning point in man's search for freedom.
And freed a continent.
Tear down this wall.
But perhaps our greatest achievement isn't thanks to an athlete or an astronaut. It's at the very core of our country. Our greatest achievement is in your hands. Democracy 2020. Fox News. America is watching.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion, and learn how they can help you.
Howdy, folks. RL here to tell you about Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen Silver Springs has been serving yummy foods and ice cream made fresh to order for 46 years. Their gift cards are perfect for those you love for any occasion. Our ice cream cakes are awesome. And as far as grilled foods, DQ does it right. From grilled chicken to our famous foot-long chili dogs. So come on down to Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
The NFL alumni is sponsoring a Clay for Kids sporting event to benefit Champions for Champions. The event will take place at the Robinson Ranch in Inglis, Florida on Saturday, March 21st. Call 866-996-2182 for details. The NFL alumni will provide gift bags, breakfast, lunch, and prizes. Call 866-996-2182 for details. Clay for Kids. Call 866-996-2182 for details. Hosted by the NFL alumni. Are you a medical provider that doesn't like to settle for the same boring scrubs? Scrub Paradise in Ocala has a wide selection of top brand scrubs with embroidery available and the newest medical shoes and accessories. Every medical provider should look as great as the care they provide. Scrub Paradise is just off Easy Street next to Shoe Carnival in Ocala. Stop by today or give them a call at 352-873-4368. That's 352-873-4368.
2-day periods of clouds and sun, along with a shower in a few spots. We'll have a high today of 83 to 86. Turning out to be a partly cloudy and mild night tonight. Low 67 to 69. For tomorrow, a mix of clouds throughout the day, a shower or a thunderstorm in some spots for the afternoon. Thursday's high 83 to 87. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Kevin Snyder.
I'm Scotty, owner of 12 Rounds Boxing, with the personal invite for you to come check out my gym in Ocala, Florida, open 7 days a week from 10 a to 10 p. Come check us out.
And good morning. You're listening to AM Ocala Live on WOCA The Source, 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. Good morning, everybody. We had Joe in there. We were just talking a little bit about animals and pets and all that good stuff. And we got a caller. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. This is Sonny calling. I've had pets almost all my life, and up until now, we don't have any pets now. But the point of the matter is, years ago, we had a cat. We got this cat. It was like newborn, and we had to bottle feed it and everything else. It fit in the palm of your hand. It was a black cat, and it had one little piece of white on its chest. But anyway, the cat was really part of the family, and we would go for a walk at night in the evenings, and the cat would walk with us. And it was amazing. But she wouldn't walk on the sidewalk with us. She'd run through the bushes and stuff. But we used to walk like blocks, and cat would follow us around with our walks.
Yeah.
The only other thing was the cat was always bringing either birds, mice, or whatever else to the door where we'd let her in and out all the time, bringing us little gifts.
Yeah.
But it was really amazing. Animals are amazing. Our dogs were really something else.
Mm-hmm.
We had, a foxhound. We had a mutts and poodles and everything else. And the last two dogs we had was a miniature schnauzer and a miniature dachshund. And one thing for sure, they both kept you laughing. They were always doing something that made you laugh.
Yeah.
And they were both very clean animals also, so I had no problem there.
Yeah, and like you said,
unfortunately,
the cats,
they didn't, they didn't live as long as we hoped for.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, like I said, to me, I think animals are better than kids a lot of times. So have a great day.
Yeah, you too. Thank you for the call, partner. Thank you for listening. And that's true, and they are part of the family, and that's what makes them so dear. And like you said there, Kat, like we were talking about, some of them do feel like they act like dogs, considering they can follow you around as for a walk and all that good stuff. And then, like you said, nursing it from a baby kitten and then through all of its life and all that, and it grows attached to you. That's pretty special in a way. Just having that connection with another living thing in a way. It's funny when you said it brings the rodents that it catches or anything like that to the front door. I had read somewhere that part of that is it feels like it's part of, the family or pack, if you will, of cats. Like they see you as part of its little community and family, that they want to contribute, that they want to provide for the family also, and that's why they give them as gifts. That's why they leave them where you can see them, so they can feel a sense of pride and everything, that they feel like they're contributing to the family nonetheless, which is interesting. It's good stuff. We've had a good show for you here today on The Source. Now we're pretty much finishing up our last hour here of the show, and we've been keeping it fluid with who we had in the studio, starting with Marion County School Board with Kevin Christian, Dr. Heidi Mayer, and we were talking with them, and then we ran that to the 8 o'clock when we had Galen on the phone, and we were talking all kinds of different potpourri there, and then we had Dr. Rubenstein on, and then we had Robert Colin with On Top of the World telling us about the stuff they got going on this weekend with the Home Improvement Expo, which is February 22nd from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., just off of 80th there in the Cultural Center. The interesting thing was we had Joe in here a little bit, just running him some opportunity to be on the radio, and we ended the conversation, went pretty full-fledged there with animals, if you will, pets and all that kind of good stuff. We ain't got on the topic of snakes. But if you guys had any questions or comments, just like we had from a few callers already, give us a call, 622-9622. The lines are open. Give us a call if there's something you want to talk about. If you want to mention your pet, or you got a funny story that you had with your cat or your dog or your pet snake, if you have one, give us a call. Let us know about it, 622-9622. One of the interesting things with talking about animals, one of the stories that I've read today that is almost its own little public service announcement, is that the Florida Wildlife Commission announced, I think it was yesterday, for an article that come up in the general area for the idea of an invasive toad species that could be dangerous to your pet. Basically, if you're taking your dog for a walk, there's something you need to watch out for beyond just your pet taking care of business. It says here, according to a map by the University of Georgia, the poisonous amphibian, also known as the bufo toad, if I say that right, has been reported 48 times in the Tampa area, 37 times in Lakeland, and another 36 in Port St. Lucie. The toad secretes a toxin that when it feels threatened, it releases that toxin, and if that toxin is somehow ingested by your pet, cat, dog, it can be deadly. They say up as little as 15 minutes, quote, saying that seizures are usually the first things that people notice, but you might notice some extra salivation beforehand. If you look at their gums and pick up their gums and look at their gums, you can see that they're bright red. That's also one of the signs, but usually they'll start drooling more so. It's kind of tough because dogs drool. But nonetheless, that is one of the first signs, and maybe even before they could have a possible seizure, says Dr. Sparks, Dr. Skylar Sparks, Associate Veterinarian at Partridge Animal Hospital. They say on way to keep your pet safe is to keep away from bushes and the edge of creeks or ponds. Quote, definitely watching your pets in the backyard, especially in the evening time or after the rain, making sure they're not going out into the yard unsupervised so that they can't get a hold of these things would be great. Making sure that you may have maybe like a water hose or something in your hand that you can do to see the big toads in your backyard. Spray them, says Dr. Sparks. She says the hose is important because if your dog does come in contact with a toad, you should immediately rinse its mouth and get to a vet. It says here cane toads, or the bufo toad is what it is. Cane toads are not protected species of the Florida Wildlife Commission, and the Florida Wildlife Commission encourages people to kill a cane toad if they find them on their property, because with that, they are an invasive species and they're not finding anything that's actually taking care of it within its own ecosystem. So they say if you see it, take care of it. They also say for more information on how to safely kill it and get it out of the way and, keep your dogs and pets safe, they say to visit the website at it says here, myfwc.com, wildlife habits /profiles/amphibians/cane toad. myfwc.com/wildlife habits/profiles/amphibians/cane toads. So we're going to take a short little break here coming up, and when we come back, we're going to start some news. When we had Joe pop in, I was going to get started with some news bits of news you can chew, but we're going to do that a little bit when we come back, and as always, the phone lines will be open, 622-9622, to give us a call. You're listening to AM Ocala Live. Give us a call, and let's talk. It's News Talk Radio. Even some sports. We even said Ryan Newman is doing better, considering he is awake and coherent now after his massive crash there just as the end of the Daytona 500 came to a close, and all that good stuff. So we'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll be talking about everything we can. WOCA, The Source, 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. We'll be back after this.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Would you believe it? Nice-sized trees, average height 6 to 8 feet for $10 to $20. That's exactly what you get if you're a smart shopper at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens. Bob has set aside a special closeout of these trees, including red maples, drake elm, sycamore, holly, oak, and more. Take your pick while they last $10 to $20. You just can't afford to miss out on these deals. Don't forget the azalea sale. Bob has dwarf, ever-blooming red ruffles, still $3.99. Larger sizes are available. Great-looking double red knockouts and drift roses, just $19.99. And this year's best ever camellia show, it's going on right now. More than 5 acres of blooming camellias, all in multicolored splendor. You can get a small size Bob Wine's heirloom camellias this week for just $9.99. Check the ad, bobwinescamelliagardens.net, then hurry on over. Special store hours now open daily, including Saturday till 4:30. Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, in the same blooming place since 1952.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.
Two-day periods of clouds and sun, along with a shower in a few spots. We'll have a high today of 83 to 86. Turning out to be a partly cloudy and mild night tonight. Low 67 to 69. For tomorrow, a mix of clouds throughout the day, a shower or a thunderstorm in some spots for the afternoon. Thursday's high 83 to 87. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Kevin Snyder.
Shamrock Security Systems, 629-3223. Shamrock Security Systems is located here in Ocala, Florida. Shamrock Security Systems is a top-rated alarm company offering 24/7 monitoring, video surveillance, fire and flood protection. You'll sleep a little better once the job is done. Shamrock Security Systems for over 31 years. 629-3223. Get a 100% free quote from Shamrock Security, 629-3223.
Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. But sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
Hi, this is Will.
And this is Wendy of Dex Imaging in Gainesville and Ocala. You know, we live and work in this community just like you, and we wanted to personally invite you to call us with any questions or concerns about your copiers or printers.
Like, how can I save money on my toner? That stuff's expensive.
In most cases, a complimentary workflow analysis has shown we can save your business 20 to 30% on printing cost.
Have you been kicking around the idea of going paperless? Are you considering a document management solution? Maybe you just want to ask some questions, but don't want to be bombarded by aggressive salespeople.
Give us a call. We'll be happy to answer your questions and show you how you can save money with our award-winning copiers and printers and our amazing service team.
Who, in case you didn't know, will be there in 4 hours or less to service your machine guaranteed, and we have a 97% first-time fix rate. Check us out at deximaging.com or give us a call.
In Ocala, dial 352-433-4090. That's 433-4090.
Come to the 7th Annual Habitat Strawberry Festival on March 7th, 2020 at the McPherson Government Complex. The festival will have vendors, food, a car show, a kids zone, live entertainment, pie eating contest, and all things strawberry. All to also raise funds to build a habitat home for a family in our community. Check out the website, habitatocala.org, and follow the link. The Habitat for Humanity Strawberry Festival is Saturday, March 7th, with breakfast served at 7:30. Free admission, $5 parking. See you there.
Ah, the joys of flying from a major hub.
Come on, guys, we gotta go.
Wait, honey, but our flight doesn't leave for 5 hours.
I know, but traffic could be bad. Then there's trying to find a parking spot, then the mile walk to check in, and of course security could take a while.
Skip the circus and fly regional. From parking to boarding and everything in between, it's just better.
Gainesville Regional Airport, now boarding with over 343 destinations in one stop. Non-stop service to Dallas, Fort Worth, Atlanta, Charlotte, and Miami. Fly with us. You'll be glad you did. For more information, visit flygainesville.com.
Jean Powell, Paschamoy. Jean and Debbie thank you for another successful year and to wish you peace, love, and joy in 2020. Now is the perfect time to fence row spray for weed control, rototilling for your winter gardens, and stump grinding. We are family owned and operated, licensed and insured, and farm ready. Powell Jean, GENE at yahoo.com. 352-629-2440. Jean Powell, Paschamoy. 352-629-2440. Jean is a proud United States veteran.
I'm Scotty, owner of 12 Rounds Boxing, with the personal invite for you to come check out my gym in Ocala, Florida, open 7 days a week from 10 a to 10 p. Come check us out.
Good morning. You're listening to AM Ocala Live on WOCA The Source, 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. And we're streaming to you live, YouTube Live, WOCA The Source Radio. Happy Wednesday to everybody out there as we've had a pretty good show here for you so far today. Happy Wednesday. We're halfway through that work week. And then after that, we've only got one more full week of February as we're now more than halfway through the second month in the new year of the new decade. Yeah, crazy, right? I kind of had a feeling February would go fast nonetheless. Hope it's going fast for you all, or slows down if you need it to, and everything else like it. Currently 74 degrees right now, broadcasting to you live from the Paddock Mall. 74 degrees out there with a high reaching 85 degrees today. They say a 20% chance of showers today, likely before 1 p.m., as it is a little bit gray out there. They're saying maybe a little bit later on could become partly sunny with that high near 85 degrees. Winds northwestish, 5 to 7 miles per hour. Then tonight, we're looking at another 20% chance of showers, this time coming after 11 p.m., with more increased cloudiness for Thursday with a 30% chance. And we're looking for more patchy fog before 8 a.m., and tomorrow mostly cloudy with, again, highs up in the 80s. Light and variable wind tomorrow, but then Thursday nights when it comes through, 50% chance of showers, cloudy with a low around 46 degrees tomorrow as we expect that front to kind of move its way through, giving us a 20% chance on Friday with it becoming breezy, with only getting up there as a high on Friday near 60. So we'll get back to the cooler weather as we approach the end of the week, kind of like we've done the last 2 weeks as we see that pattern of weather moving its way through. But this weekend, just looking absolutely astoundingly gorgeous. Saturday, still a little cool on the cooler side, high of 66, mostly sunny skies. On Sunday, partly sunny with a high near 75. There it is, just a little bit warmer, with those lows reaching down into the 40s. Which isn't too bad, just as long as we're not seeing that huge drop-off back in the freezing. Although Friday night could see somewhere below the 40s into the upper 30s for a low Friday night. So a lot to look forward to for the weekend, nonetheless, with some good weather. So get out there, enjoy yourselves. As we're approaching the bottom of the 10 o'clock hour, we got a little bit to report for news. I was talking about an invasive toad that could be harmful to your pet. We were talking about that today. Something that come up yesterday I didn't get a chance to read was the 9 injured in the fiery 3-vehicle crash on West Highway 40th in Marion County. 9 people were injured, 2 critically, early Monday morning in a fiery multi-vehicle crash in Marion County. Multiple crews from the Ocala Fire Rescue and Marion County Fire Rescue responded to a 7:24 a.m. incident, and when they arrived, they found multiple victims on the ground and a vehicle on fire. 3 vehicles, a brown pickup truck, a white pickup truck, and a compact SUV, were involved in the crash in the 6100 block of West Highway 40th. 7 people had been riding in the brown pickup, with 5 of those being ejected from the bed of the truck during the violent crash. Ocala and Marion County firefighters quickly extinguished the blaze that was engulfing the front of the brown pickup, while paramedics from both agencies assessed the 9 patients. 2 victims were deemed as trauma alerts, and multiple medic units were requested to transport the 3 drivers and 6 passengers to the area hospitals. Officials and officers from the Ocala Police Department and deputies from the Marion County Sheriff's Office responded to the incident. So crazy there. This one come up yesterday. A Bellevue man jailed after loaded gun falls onto the floor at Bumper's Pub. A Bellevue man was arrested on a drug and weapons charge after reportedly dropping a loaded weapon on the floor of Bumper's Pub. Sean Eugene Pelk, 29, of 6830 Southeast 107th Street, was charged with carrying a concealed, unlicensed firearm, the possession of less than 20 grams of marijuana, and possession of a drug paraphernalia. A patron at the bar located at 10837 South Highway 441 called law enforcement shortly after midnight Thursday to report that a man had dropped a weapon on the floor. He told Bellevue police officer the man with the gun was wearing a dark blue cap and white polo shirt, according to the police report. The officer found a man matching the description, later identified as Pelk. Asked him to step outside. The officer told Pelk someone said he had dropped a weapon, but Pelk said he had no weapons on him. A pat-down search turned up a green leafy substance in a small plastic bag and some ammunition in Pelk's pocket, but no firearm, the report said. The officer asked Pelk if he had concealed weapons permit due to him having the ammunition in his pocket. He said he had one, but not on him. When asked if he had any idea what the green leafy substance was, Pelk said it wasn't his. The officer then pulled a rectangular object out of Pelk's pocket. It turned out to be a scale. The green leafy substance tested positive for marijuana, according to the report. The man who reported the incident wanted to remain anonymous. He told the officer that Pelk dropped the weapon. His friend retrieved the weapon from him and placed it underneath the seat of his truck. Pelk's friend at first said he did not know where the weapon was, but later said it was underneath the seat of the vehicle. A brown and silver revolver was recovered, the report said. Pelk was taken to the Marion County Jail, where he was released later Thursday on $4,000 of bond. Crazy. Yowzers. Now we're coming to the bottom of the hour here. We're going to take our break. We'll talk a little bit more news when we come back. Phone lines will be open, 622-9622. If there's something you want to talk about, give us a call, 622-9622. You're listening to WOCA Ocala. We'll be back after this.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. 6 Democrats qualify for tonight's presidential debate, including familiar faces Joe Biden, Pete Buttigieg, Amy Klobuchar, Bernie Sanders, and Elizabeth Warren.
Tonight's Democratic debate in Las Vegas will bring a new addition to the stage, former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg. Thanks to new polling released yesterday, Bloomberg qualified for the debate with 19% support. The debate is expected to last 2 hours and starts at 9 o'clock Eastern on NBC.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. A coronavirus quarantine is over for most passengers on a cruise ship in Japan.
Hundreds of passengers disembarking the Diamond Princess, which has been anchored near Tokyo for 2 weeks. People who've tested negative for the virus are free to leave. Those who've tested positive are either still on the ship or in the hospital.
Fox's Simon Owen. The Chinese government's expelled 3 Wall Street Journal reporters over an opinion piece not written by them, critical of the coronavirus response. The virus has killed more than 2,000 people now, mostly in China. America's listening to Fox News.
It's the latest from Fox News Podcasts. The Campaign with Brett Baer, with updates from reporters on the trail and in-studio experts. Brett keeps you informed on the 2020 race. Go to foxnewspodcast.com and download The Campaign with Brett Baer now. Sharp, experienced, trusted. Shannon Breen is America's last word on politics, with live insight every night, so you can start the next day smart. Only on Fox News at night, weeknights at 11 p.m. Eastern. Fox News Channel. America is watching.
We've toiled and triumphed.
We choose to go to the moon.
And pushed mankind to new worlds. We fought for justice.
A turning point in man's search for freedom.
And freed a continent.
Tear down this wall.
But perhaps our greatest achievement isn't thanks to an athlete or an astronaut. It's at the very core of our country. Our greatest achievement is in your hands. Democracy 2020. Fox News. America is watching.
Howdy, folks. RL here to tell you about Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen Silver Springs has been serving yummy foods and ice cream made fresh to order for 46 years. Their gift cards are perfect for those you love for any occasion. Our ice cream cakes are awesome. And as far as grilled foods, DQ does it right. From grilled chicken to our famous foot-long chili dogs. So come on down to Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
The NFL alumni is sponsoring a Clay for Kids sporting event to benefit Champions for Champions. The event will take place at the Robinson Ranch in Inglis, Florida on Saturday, March 21st. Call 866-996-2182 for details. The NFL alumni will provide gift bags, breakfast, lunch, and prizes. Call 866-996-2182 for details. Clay for Kids. Call 866-996-2182 for details. Hosted by the NFL alumni. Are you a medical provider that doesn't like to settle for the same boring scrubs? Scrub Paradise in Ocala has a wide selection of top brand scrubs with embroidery available and the newest medical shoes and accessories. Every medical provider should look as great as the care they provide. Scrub Paradise is just off Easy Street next to Shoe Carnival in Ocala. Stop by today or give them a call at 352-873-4368. That's 352-873-4368.
2-day periods of clouds and sun, along with a shower in a few spots. We'll have a high today of 83 to 86. Turning out to be a partly cloudy and mild night tonight. Low 67 to 69. For tomorrow, a mix of clouds throughout the day, a shower or a thunderstorm in some spots for the afternoon. Thursday's high 83 to 87. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Kevin Snyder.
Shamrock Security Systems, 629-3223. Shamrock Security Systems is located here in Ocala, Florida. Shamrock Security Systems is a top-rated alarm company offering 24/7 monitoring, video surveillance, fire and flood protection. You'll sleep a little better once the job is done. Shamrock Security Systems for over 31 years. 629-3223. Get a 100% free quote from Shamrock Security, 629-3223.
Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. But sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
Hi, this is Will.
And this is Wendy of Dex Imaging in Gainesville and Ocala. You know, we live and work in this community just like you, and we wanted to personally invite you to call us with any questions or concerns about your copiers or printers.
Like, how can I save money on my toner? That stuff's expensive.
In most cases, a complimentary workflow analysis has shown we can save your business 20 to 30% on printing cost.
Have you been kicking around the idea of going paperless? Are you considering a document management solution? Maybe you just want to ask some questions, but don't want to be bombarded by aggressive salespeople.
Give us a call. We'll be happy to answer your questions and show you how you can save money with our award-winning copiers and printers and our amazing service team.
Who, in case you didn't know, will be there in 4 hours or less to service your machine guaranteed, and we have a 97% first-time fix rate. Check us out at deximaging.com or give us a call.
In Ocala, dial 352-433-4090. That's 433-4090.
Come to the 7th Annual Habitat Strawberry Festival on March 7th, 2020 at the McPherson Government Complex. The festival will have vendors, food, a car show, a kids zone, live entertainment, pie eating contests, and all things strawberry. All to also raise funds to build a habitat home for a family in our community. Check out the website, habitatocala.org, and follow the link. The Habitat for Humanity Strawberry Festival is Saturday, March 7th, with breakfast served at 7:30. Free admission, $5 parking. See you there.
Ah, the joys of flying from a major hub.
Come on, guys, we gotta go.
Wait, honey, but our flight doesn't leave for 5 hours.
I know, but traffic could be bad. Then there's trying to find a parking spot, then the mile walk to check in, and of course security could take a while.
Skip the circus and fly regional. From parking to boarding and everything in between. It's just better.
Gainesville Regional Airport, now boarding with over 343 destinations in one stop. Non-stop service to Dallas, Fort Worth, Atlanta, Charlotte, and Miami. Fly with us. You'll be glad you did. For more information, visit flygainesville.com.
Jean Powell, past Chamoy. Jean and Debbie thank you for another successful year and to wish you peace, love, and joy in 2020. Now is the perfect time to fence row spray for weed control, rototilling for your winter gardens, and stump grinding. We are family owned and operated, licensed and insured, and farm ready. Powell Jean, GENE at yahoo.com. 352-629-2440. Jean Powell, past Chamoy. 352-629-2440. Jean is a proud United States veteran.
I'm Scotty, owner of 12 Rounds Boxing, with the personal invite for you to come check out my gym in Ocala, Florida, open 7 days a week from 10 a to 10 p. Come check us out.
You're listening to AM Ocala Live on WOCA The Source. Morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Rolling right through our show here as we're now 20 minutes before the top of the hour. And 20 minutes left in our AM Ocala Live show. Everybody got to work safe this morning, to school and all that good stuff. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, and we are streaming live, YouTube Live, WOCA The Source Radio. So doing just a little bit more for some of the news bits of news you can chew. This one out of Tallahassee, Florida. Fate of Florida. Bill blocking license suspensions over the student loan defaults in the hands of Ron DeSantis. A Spectrum News investigation could result in the passage of one of the first laws of the 2020 legislative season, ending the state's ability to revoke or suspend professional licenses simply because of student loan default. Spectrum News first reported in 2019 about a surge of many low-wage healthcare workers being suspended because they were defaulting on student loans. Quote, we actually, as a state, are serving as a de facto credit collection agency for student loan companies. And my reaction was, quote, wow, we are spending resources to go after people to hinder their ability to make a living. Democratic State Representative Nick Duren of Miami had said. Duren is the main sponsor of House Bill 115 or 115, quote, Keepers Our Graduate Workings Act, which passed the House and the Senate and is now headed for Governor Ron DeSantis' desk for his signature into law. Quote, it's a very simple concept, Duren said. The reason we decided to do this across the board is because it's explicitly in the law for the Department of Health. But we wanted to clearly state that this is the case across the state of Florida, whatever the profession. We shouldn't be doing this, and this doesn't make sense as a state. Both Democrats and Republicans support the bill as co-sponsors, including Central Florida Republican Camia Brown, Annika Akasami, and Margaret Good, Diane Hart, Adam Hertzley, Amy Mercado, Anthony Sabatini, Jennifer Webb. Duren's bill expands on a related proposal filed by Democrats State Representative Joy Goff-Marshall on the District 30, which includes parts of Orange and Seminole counties. Quote, I can't believe this was in law. Quote, it doesn't make sense at all. So with the Spectrum News spent more than 5 months analyzing publicly available data through the Florida Department of Health's Discipline and Administration's Actions Database, as well as annual and quarterly reports, those records revealed that from July 2017 until January 30, 2020, the agency issued at least 478 emergency suspension orders. Of those, at least 161 licenses were revoked because of student loan default. The health department said about 900 licensed healthcare professionals were at risk of losing their license in the past 2 years because of loan defaults. Spectrum News also found Florida is one of the 12 states with a law allowing license revocations, but seemingly the only state actively enforcing the measure. Officials in 12 other states allow the license revocations due to student loan default, including Georgia, Hawaii, Iowa, Kentucky, Louisiana, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Mississippi, South Dakota. All told Spectrum News they have not revoked any medical licenses for student loan defaults in the past 2 years. But that looks like it's going to be taken care of, but it's up to Ron DeSantis now. So interesting there. Nonetheless, keep you posted on that. Lighter note here, applications are being accepted for City of Ocala's upcoming Citizens Academy program. Applications are now being accepted for the 2020 City of Ocala Citizens Academy program. Citizens Academy is a free 10-week program that touches upon virtually every facet of city government. Sessions will be held Thursdays, April 2nd through June 4th, from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. at various city locations. Food and other refreshments will be provided to each session. And it says here that participants will have the chance to visit and interact with nearly every city department, including the Ocala International Airport, Ocala Fire Rescue, Ocala Police Department, Public Works Department, Ocala Electric Utility, and more. Participants will hear from elected officials and top city administrators, including interim city manager Sandra Wilson, and each session will include live demonstrations, a Q&A portion of the educational discussions to give participants a better understanding of current city projects and economic development opportunities. All participants must be at least 18 years of age, current resident and business owners in Ocala, Marion County, and participants must also be able to attend a minimum of 8 sessions in order to successfully complete the program. The deadline to register for the 2020 City of Ocala's Citizens Academy program is Friday, March 13th. Space is limited and is reserved on a first-come, first-served basis. For more information on applications that are being accepted for the 2020 Ocala Citizens Academy program, the free 10-week program, and where to register, go to www.ocalafl.org/Citizens Academy, ocalaflorida.org/Citizens Academy, or you can call 352-401-3978. 401-3978 for more information. So that's going on there. And for more news bits, as we touched upon that, we had this one pop up. This was interesting here. Bellevue Burger King worker jailed after becoming accused of swiping nearly $1,500 over 2 months, $1,436.57. A Bellevue Burger King employee was jailed Sunday afternoon for allegedly stealing money from the fast food eatery over a 2-month period. Bellevue police officers took 48-year-old Sabra Flame Enslin into custody during her shift at the restaurant located 5609 Ashbear Boulevard. Her arrest followed a preliminary investigation that showed she allegedly committed the offenses of grand theft and use of fraudulently obtaining or false receipts from December 14th of last year through February 14th this year. Or no, from December 14th of last year through February 14th, yes, of this year. She is accused of stealing a total of $1,436, not a big whopper there, but still almost $1,500, by voiding customers' orders and taking the money, Bellevue police report says. When asked if she had taken money from the eatery, Enslin said, "I've done it. Yeah, I've done it a couple times." She was then asked what she did with the money, and she responded, "I take it. I take it. I've done it a few times. I'm not going to lie." Enslin, who lives Southeast 60th Avenue in Bellevue, was being held on $36,000 bond. She is due in court March 17th at 9 a.m. to answer to 69 charges. Yowzers. It's not worth it. Not worth it. Yikes. We mentioned also the gentleman in Bellevue there with the gun at the bar that fell on the floor too, as we talked about that a little bit too. That was a little bit going on in Bellevue there. History takes top priority for hundreds of students in popular local fair. This one here, hundreds of students in Marion County Public Schools will be participating in the 3rd annual National History Day Fair. The popular event, set for Wednesday, February 26th, from 2 to 6:30, will be held at the Marion Technical Institute, or MTI, located at 1614 East Fort King Street in Ocala. It will showcase students who choose historical topics related to the theme of, quote, breaking barriers in history. Then conduct primary and secondary research. After analyzing and interpreting sources and drawing conclusions, students will present their work in one of 5 ways: as a written paper, visual exhibit, an arts performance, and an in-depth documentary or an online website. Students who place at the district level fair advance to the state competition. Florida History Day held May 3rd through the 5th. State winners then head to the National History Day competition at the University of Maryland in College Park from June 14th to the 18th. Awards will be handed out in special ceremony set for 6 p.m. in the MTI Auditorium, Medical Technical Institute. For more information, contact Lindsay Barber, 352-236-0500, 236-0500, or nhd.org, www.nhd.org. So there you go there. We're going to take a short little break. When we come back, we got just a few fun items to finish out the show with. Wednesday, February 19th. We'll be back after this. WOCA Ocala, 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion, and learn how they can help you.
Ocala Business Leaders Incorporated is a group of independent local firms providing a wide range of quality goods and services. Each firm strives to maintain the highest level of professional integrity and 100% customer satisfaction. When you're looking for goods and services, call a member of the Ocala Business Leaders, and we are confident you will be pleased with the results. If you are interested in becoming a member of the Ocala Business Leaders, join us at the Ocala Elks Lodge, 25th Avenue in Ocala, any Wednesday at 7 a.m. and enjoy a breakfast on us.
For more information, check OcalaBusinessLeaders.com.
Would you believe it? Nice-sized trees, average height 6 to 8 feet for $10 to $20. That's exactly what you get if you're a smart shopper at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens. Bob has set aside a special closeout of these trees, including red maples, drake elm, sycamore, holly, oak, and more. Take your pick while they last $10 to $20. You just can't afford to miss out on these deals. Don't forget the azalea sale. Bob has dwarf, ever-blooming red ruffles, still $3.99. Larger sizes are available. Great-looking double red knockouts and drift roses, just $19.99. And this year's best ever camellia show, it's going on right now. More than 5 acres of blooming camellias, all in multicolored splendor. You can get a small size Bob Wine's heirloom camellias this week for just $9.99. Check the ad, bobwinescamelliagardens.net, then hurry on over. Special store hours now open daily, including Saturday till 4:30. Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, in the same blooming place since 1952.
2-day periods of clouds and sun, along with a shower in a few spots. We'll have a high today of 83 to 86. Turning out to be a partly cloudy and mild night tonight. Low 67 to 69. For tomorrow, a mix of clouds throughout the day, a shower or a thunderstorm in some spots for the afternoon. Thursday's high 83 to 87. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Kevin Snyder.
I'm Scotty, owner of 12 Rounds Boxing, with a personal invite for you to come check out my gym in Ocala, Florida, open 7 days a week from 10 a to 10 p. Come check us out.
Good morning. You're listening to AM Ocala Live, and we're back. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source, and WOCA, The Source Radio. We are broadcasting to you live from the Paddock Mall. And just about 8 minutes before the top of the hour, as we round out our show here, it was a good Wednesday. A lot going on. We had a lot in the studio. Oh, boy, good show altogether. With that being said, I got just a few fun points just to touch on as we can mention some birthdays and some other kind of wacky but true fun news. Today, Wednesday, February 19th, Smokey Robinson turns 80 years old today. Happy birthday, Smokey. One of my favorites here, one of my favorite movies from the movie Dumb and Dumber, and he's been doing a lot lately, and he actually just narrated the History Channel show for Washington for President's Day alongside Jim Carrey was Jeff Daniels in Dumb and Dumber. Jeff Daniels is 65 today. He was also I think he won an Emmy here finally, too, for that show a few years ago on HBO called The Newsroom. Big fan of him. So happy birthday to him, 65. This one's a shout-out here. Big fan of The Office that I am. They've been syndicating that on Comedy Central, and by the time we get home and eat dinner, we usually just throw that on, and then we're in bed. But having it on in the background's awesome. So for Leslie David Baker, who plays Stanley on The Office, he is 62 years old. Happy birthday to him. Benicio del Toro is 53. And Benicio, 53. Wow. And Millie Bobby Brown is 16. Millie Bobby Brown is 16 years old today. This one's interesting. Chihuahua and a pigeon are roommates at a pet shelter. An 8-week-old Chihuahua has made an unlikely friend at a Rochester, New York animal shelter, a pigeon who can't fly. Herman, who has been living at the shelter for over a year, was likely left flightless due to the West Nile virus or a brain injury, while Lundy arrived 6 weeks ago unable to use his hind legs. Lundy and Herman snuggle together and have become the best of friends. Aw, Chihuahua and a pigeon. How about that? Incredible. Here's one for you. The world's largest yo-yo collection. World's largest yo-yo collection. Florida's Dr. Lucky Meisenheimer is a skin cancer surgeon and the owner of over 10,000 yo-yos. Some of his yo-yos are antiques, including a circa 1790s brass yo-yo toy from England. How about that? That's a little crazy. That's here in Florida. 10,000 yo-yos. 10,000 yo-yos. Incredible. Here's a wacky but true. Nude food thief. Okay, a restaurant owner in China was trying to figure out who was stealing his supplies. Installed video cameras, and he caught his landlord eating food in the place after hours in the nude. That's weird. Restaurant owner trying to figure out who was stealing his supplies, installed video cameras, and caught his landlord eating food after hours in the nude. Incredible. Incredible. 1933 King Kong is returning to theaters. The original King Kong from 1933 is coming back to theaters next month for the first time in nearly 65 years. It will show on over 600 screens on Sunday, March 15th. Interesting. The old King Kong, 1933 King Kong. I wonder if that's worth seeing, and nonetheless. One of the other ones that's coming up, I think it's April, that I caught wind of, is it's going to be the 50th anniversary of Apollo 13's Houston, We Have a Problem, that brought back the astronauts stranded out in space 50 years ago this year. And in lieu of that, they're going to be sending to the theaters for a few days, which will actually be here in Ocala. I think it's the 4th, 5th, and 6th, or it might be the 5th, 6th, and 7th. But they will be putting back into theaters for 3 days Apollo 13 starring Tom Hanks, which I might make a point to go check that out. One of my favorite movies is when I was a kid. Interesting. But let's see here. We got a caller. And good morning. You're on the air. Just for a few minutes left in the show. How you doing?
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, one of the lesser-known facts about the Apollo 13 mission was that after everybody was safe back on the ground, Grumman sent an invoice to Rockwell for towing. It was a funny thing. They didn't expect payment, but they had an itemized towing bill.
Interesting. That's awesome. Nice.
Okay,
You have a good one, partner.
Morning.
You too. Thank you for listening. Excellent. That's kind of neat. Yeah, good stuff. Well, thank you guys. As we got just a couple minutes left here in the show, I want to say thank you for listening. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. You hear me say it every morning. As I thank you for listening. We've got some good stuff on the horizon as we approach here now March, with only a few weeks left in February, and I'm pleased to have been your host here for the last few weeks, and as I continue to be making the show better and improving upon it. And we always say, give us a call, 622-9622, because we like to hear your thoughts. We had some good stuff today, as there's a lot going on with the community, and we have them here in the studio. And I want to thank everybody who did come into the studio today to help make the show what it is here at The Source. And remember, we're broadcasting to you live from the Paddock Mall. As we do, we want to say thanks and look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow, Thursday, and finishing out this work week. And until tomorrow, as I always say, as it will be for Wednesday, as I look till Thursday, until then, goodbye.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Michael Bloomberg's been preparing for his first Democratic primary debate tonight in Las Vegas. He's not on the ballot for Saturday's Nevada caucuses or the other 3 early voting states. And Bernie Sanders tells CNN,
all of the candidates, we did town meetings. We're talking to thousands and thousands of people working on. He said, I don't have to do that.
Also on stage tonight, Joe Biden, Pete Buttigieg, Amy Klobuchar, and Elizabeth Warren. Tulsi Gabbard and Tom Steyer didn't qualify. It's day 2 of jury deliberations at the Harvey Weinstein rape trial in New York.
After getting the case yesterday morning, jurors had several questions, including asking to see a floor plan of Weinstein's apartment, as well as emails. One of those emails was sent by Weinstein to a private spy agency listing certain accusers he feared would come forward as, quote, red flags.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers in New York. Weinstein is charged with raping one woman, sexually assaulting another, encounters that he calls consensual. America's listening to Fox News.
Relentless conservative warrior, middle-class warrior, and always Trump warrior. I have a message for my fellow patriots across America. President Trump is making America great again. He's the only president in my lifetime who is keeping his promises, and his biggest promise is to build that wall. President Trump can only do it with our help. If Congress won't fund Trump's wall, we will. President Trump is one man against the world, and what globalists and socialists around the world want is clear, open borders. It's time to take a stand. We either build a wall, or it's the end of the greatest nation in world history ever blessed by God. That's why I founded the Root for the Wall PAC. 63 million Trump voters together will raise the money President Trump needs for the wall. Anyone who donates $100 or more will get a beautiful commemorative wall brick. Display it proudly. Call 844-ROOT-WALL. That's toll-free, 844-ROOT-WALL. Or go to rootwall.com. We will build this wall together. Call 844-ROOT-WALL or go to rootwall.com. Root for the Wall PAC. Paid for and responsible for the content of this message. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. Rootwall.com.
President Trump commuting the prison sentence of former Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich, who's now a free man. Blagojevich had been sentenced in late 2011 to 14 years in prison on charges of extortion and corruption. He'd been a contestant on Trump's reality TV show, Celebrity Apprentice. Following his release overnight, he told reporters,
like I said, profoundly grateful. He's got obviously a big fan in me. And if you're asking me what my party affiliation is, I'm a Trumpocrat.
The president also pardoning former New York Police Commissioner Bernie Carrick, who pleaded guilty to felony charges involving tax fraud and making false statements to federal investigators. Carrick served about 3 years in prison. More rains in the forecast for parts of the South already hit hard by flooding. Another 5 inches of rain possible this week in areas that have already seen up to 7 inches in the past 10 days. They say the hardest hit areas could be eastern Louisiana to West Georgia. This is USA Radio News.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-610-5739. 800-610-5739. That's 800-610-5739. Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
In some economic news, U.S. producer prices are rising. The Labor Department saying that the 0.5% increase in the producer price index last month is the biggest since October 2018, and also much higher than what economists were expecting, which was just 0.1%. The price index also rose 2.1% in the 12 months up to January. Details have been released of a springtime tradition inside the Beltway. The 99th Annual White House Correspondents' Dinner on Saturday evening, April 25th, will feature Saturday Night Live's Kenan Thompson as its host and comedian Hassan Minhaj